This is 180 Conversations with tens of millions of LinkedIn invites, emails going out each and every single week. What are you doing to sound different? It's all about engaging your prospects. But to engage your prospects, you're going to have to think different and you're going to have to sound different. Let's go. Kylie, we've gotten some pretty good feedback on the 180 Conversation examples, and I appreciate our listeners taking the time to share with us. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to read the solicitations I've received in one day. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because I want our listeners to truly get a feel for what their prospects are receiving. So this is one day. First one. Hey, Dan, I reached out last week. I wanted to check in to see if you had any thoughts. I'd love to get together with you and set up a trial, as I've already mentioned, and you can see what it can do for you and your results. Just in case you missed my note, Blank can provide you with detailed insight into the behavior and identity of the organizations visiting your website in all real time. No catch, no commitment, just a complimentary offer to help you fuel your team with a high intent opportunity. It's quick and easy to set up, and I know time is precious, so I'll send you a Starbucks voucher for you to enjoy as a token of my appreciation. I really believe it'll be worth your while to check it out and assess the value for yourself. It takes just 20 minutes to show you how our software works. Can you fit me in this week? Ironically, a competitor's email, same day. Hi, Dan, I appreciate you are so busy. I promise I'll be brief. We're all driving toward the end of the year, and I'd like to help fuel your success. I'd like to offer you a trial of our software, which will give you visibility into who's visiting your website. There is no commitment. A trial is quick and easy to set up. On average, 98% of your website visitors won't ever inquire with you. Are you curious to know who they are? Blank will give you highly valuable insights and contact information into those visiting your website. I've got plenty of success stories that I can share, but there is nothing better than seeing in action for yourself. In B2B, there simply isn't another software that is more powerful in terms of driving results. I'd love for you to try it out. I can show you it in less than 20 minutes. I'll even send you a Starbucks voucher for your time. I'm not kidding when I say this. These are two different companies, and they sound identical. And I really don't think you could tell the difference between the two other than the name of the person sending it to me and their company.
One had a car theme. You're driving towards the end of the year and they want to be fuel. I can appreciate a good theme.
So for our listeners who might be asking, okay, Dan, got it. It was good to hear. How would you change all that? I think there's a few ways. Number one, you'd have to be a lot briefer. You need to show your objectivity and your neutrality. And you need to share one key component that might be specific to my type of business. Coming out of the gate, I might say something like, I've done some research on Lappin 180. I've noticed that you're in the consulting space. I thought a conversation could make sense regarding a platform that we have that could help you with X, Y, or maybe even Z. That said, I'm not sure, and I don't want to make assumptions that these are things that you're working on. But if these are things important in your business, maybe a conversation to explore might have merit. I'll reach out to you in a week or two to see if spending some time together makes sense. Something like that. And as you can tell, Kylie, I'm just going off the cuff. I don't have anything written down in front of me. But something like that where you're given the specific reason of why you would think Lappin 180 could use the service, but you're doing it in a way that's neutral. You're allowing me to kind of feel like, all right, let me make this decision here. And then you're taking ownership of then I'll reach out in a week or two to see if a conversation makes sense.
Well, the reality of the situation is you're going to make your own decision anyway.
Right.
So someone pushing you towards a conversation or a demo or a trial doesn't matter because you're going to decide for yourself.
And, go into some more details. There's so much what we'll call filler in these emails. I appreciate you're busy. I promise to be brief. We're all driving towards the end of the year. I'd like to fuel your success. Or, I wanted to check in to see if you had any thoughts regarding my email last week. I'd love to set up a trial for you. Everything is so assumptive. Everything is so, sales out of the gate. I just can't imagine what major decision makers at companies are going through right now and how they're being inundated. That morning, by the way, I received 7 solicitations on my email for different companies.
Are we going to hear the others?
Maybe next time.
If you're ready to get uncomfortable and level up to high performer status, find out how you can change the conversation by sending us your sales outreach via email or voice recording at podcast@lapin180.com. We're going to anonymously share these with our listeners and offer feedback for you.